Oh, Mary. Keep your eye on Letty, will you, for a minute? I'm just going out for a walk.
Yes, Mrs. Cobley.
Give her a milk in half an hour, will you? Mama won't be long, sweetie. Bring you something back, shall I?
Ready, kid?
Coming. Where are we going?
Where would you like to go?
Oh, I don't care. Anywhere nice.
I know what that means. Sunday market.
How do I look?
You look a treat.
Do you like when you wear? Oh, will.
Like it?
Yes, it's all ever so nice.
I'll have that. This is you, kid.
Oh, Will.
I'll have that too.
Thank you, sir, but you can't afford it.
Go with the green skirt. There you are, missus. What about a handbag?
Whatever is the matter with you, Will?
Come on, kids. A long time since we've been shopping. Time we had a bit of fun. Show us one of these, Governor, will you? Yes, sir. Very latest fashion, huh?
Not that, darling. You've had such a lovely day. You've been so good to me. Play something nice.
I wish you'd come in a bit oftener, Tom. You're a job for a gardener, not a barber. Sheffield don't turn out the steel he needs.
My old woman says she'd rather kiss a bundle of barbed wire.
Poor woman. And look at your hair. You're saving it for the Harvest Festival?
Ah, what difference does it make? I'm not caught. Let well be, says I.
Let bad be, you mean? You ought to be on the council with your let well be. Let the rotten old houses be. They'll all fall down soon. Let the higgly-piggly streets be. There ain't no light in there. They'll all be dead soon. Not me, though. I was watching a ship off to South America the other day. That's where I'll be slipping off myself before long, you mark my word. You look a bit less like a gorilla now.
How much?
Tuppence.
You can't come in here. Get out, you old dog.
Hi, this is the man's saloon.
Have you paid for it? I've got to do it, haven't I?
You well, shut your mouth and get out and take your papers with you. You know what you can do with them.
What is it this time, Liz? Sample Cooper's comfy corsets. Well, you won't find many customers here, Liz.
How was I to know there was corsets?
Yes, well, that's all right. Now, run along with you, my dear.
You too soft, Will.
Aye, crazy old Liz.
What, do you think she's balmy? Well, let's be a bit balmy. Being sane don't get us nowhere. Next, please. And what do you want, Sonny? A shave?
No, I want a haircut. He starts school on Monday, Mr. Cobley, and he won't go with his curls.
Doesn't want the other kiddies laughing at him, eh? All right, Sonny. We'll make a man of you. Don't worry, Mrs. B. We've all got to grow up sometime. Come on, Fred.
Any room for a little one?
Hello, Jimsy. Where have you been hiding yourself?
Got a job working in the sailor's mess.
Ah.
See about that robbery in Glynis Mill?
Oh, one of the headlines.
They got clean away with 100 quid.
Hey, did they?
Good luck to them.
Get on with your work.
Sorry, Guff.
I don't know about clean away. They found a clue.
A clue? No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, a good clue. A button with the maker's name on it.
Hey, is that the only clue they've got?
That's all.
That's a nice job for the police. You know, they make them buttons by the million. Millions of people wear the same buttons.
Yeah, but all buttons aren't the same shape and the same color. And not all buttons have a piece of thread attached to them. And their ways of following clues these days have got microscopes.
Like me to have got you, Jimsy.
No fear.
There, darling. Now you're all nice and clean, aren't you? I don't know which is a bigger baby, you or Letty. Here, take her a minute.
A new frock? My, you're pretty.
Yes, I wanted her to look nice. Jim and Dora are coming to see her this morning.
Oh.
Oh, come on, give her to me. Oh, don't you squash her, Will.
Take her with a squashing, wouldn't you? She's tough.
Oh,
Tough like me.
You go back to your work and leave us alone.
Okay, if I'm not wanted, I'll go.
Oh, go on.
Sew a button on that coat for me, will you, Kit? It's been off a couple of days.
All right. Mary. Clear up these things for me, will you?
Yes, ma'am. No, doesn't Lady look fine? The prettiest baby in Kepner Street.
Prettiest baby in the world. There you go. There you go.
You look a treat now, Jimsy. There you are, Mrs. How'd you like him now?
How much is that, Mr. Cobling?
No charge first time I've made a customer.
Good morning, Mrs. Cobling. What's up with the wife, Will?
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Cobling. Oh, good morning, Mrs. Cobling. What can I do for you?
Good morning.
Miss Beans, I'll attend to Mrs. Cobling. You check the new silks from London. They're upstairs. Good morning.
I want a card of buttons, please, Mr. Pillager. Dark blue.
Certainly. Large, small, or medium? For a dress? New dress?
How much are those?
They are for a new dress, then.
Yes, something new. Winter coat and skirt.
You didn't come to me for the material.
No, my sister bought it for me.
And you won't let me make it up for you?
Well, I would, of course, but it was a present, and she has her own dressmaker. I couldn't very well refuse as she was giving it to me.
No, of course not.
How much are the buttons?
Buttons? Oh, sixpence. There's the other little matter, remember?
Of course I do.
Mounting up. There's the interest.
I told you I hadn't forgotten.
If you remember so well, why have you got behind with the payments?
I told you I'll pay you, and I will.
You always say that. Tomorrow, tomorrow.
And I'll say it again. I'll pay you tomorrow afternoon, every penny of it. Then it'll be over and done with. I've got the money.
That'll suit me.
Mr. Pillager, I've won.
Come on, be off out of here. You're always around when there's trouble. Come on, get out.
I've won. She's got the money she paid.
Get out of here.
She's
Come
got
on.
the money she paid.
Out you go.
Tomorrow she pays.
Oh, it's only old Liz. She's loopy. Yes, repeats everything she is, whether it makes sense or not.
She's got the money she'll pay. She's got the money she'll pay. It's the champ. He's coming in.
He's absolutely in a peak of condition. Train join out.
Oh,
Hello, Will. Is Kitty?
She's in the back with the baby.
Oh, all right. See you later.
Hiya, Will.
Uh-huh.
Seen a new car?
Well, you don't exactly hide it, do you?
That's nothing what's coming. They're messing with a chocolate kid.
You're not the stuffing at that, darky. Put him to sleep inside the first round. 1, 2.
You said it, Sonny. I got a new punch in the pip.
You're in the big money now, Jim.
2,000 quid.
That's money, all right.
And a percentage of the gate.
Not too bad, eh? For half an hour's work.
Wait till I get my fight in the States.
That's the place for the big purses. Madison Square Gardens.
I'll be training across to the club, Will. Come here to take a peep.
All right.
All you gotta do is prop him off with a left for a couple of rounds and then go in for the kill.
So long, mates.
So long, Jim. Good luck, boys.
Blimey, they did half expect something for tuppence.
Go in for the kill.
There, darling, now you're all nice and pretty for your Aunt Dora.
And your Uncle Jim, eh, Letty?
Oh, you have enough fuss made of you. Oh, a new frock. My, you look fine. Real lace, too. Handmade. Expensive.
Yes, I got it at Pillager's.
Oh, Pillagers. Oh, Kit, you are lucky. Don't I wish he was mine?
Any clean towels, dear?
Yes, in the cupboard over there.
Hey, Will. What do you think of Dora's new coat?
Is it a good one?
It's mink.
It's beautiful, Dora. Must have cost a fortune.
Yes, Jim's going to buy me a diamond wristwatch when he wins his next big fight.
That's right. You know, Will, I can't understand a brainy fellow like you sticking in a place like this.
It isn't brainy people that gets on in this world. You ought to know that, Jim.
Now, Kit. She's a lovely kid, takes after her dad. You know, Will, when I win my next fight, I'm gonna get her the finest pram that money can buy.
Well, Letty wants a new pram. I'll buy it for her.
Okay, Will, no offense. I'm her uncle, ain't I? Come for a spin in the car, she can do 90.
No, can't. My busy day.
Well, you come, dear. You're looking pale. It'll do you good.
No, I've got far too much to do. Another day.
Oh. Well, bye-bye, Kit. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye, Letty.
Come along, Dora, better be off. So long, Will. Don't forget to back me when the big fight comes around.
Came to see the baby. They came to show off their flash car and Dora's fur coat.
Well, that's not true. You know they adore Letty.
I'm sorry, kid. No, Jim's a good sort, so's Dora. I don't envy them anything. I've got you and the kid. That's enough, isn't it?
Will. I cut all the buttons off your coat.
What for, kid?
Because they were the same as the one the police found at Glennett's Mill.
Were they?
Yes.
Lord, you're funny, kid. What? Think I'm a cat burglar?
Where is it?
Where's what? Looking at me like that.
Where's the money? Will, why did you do it?
I don't know. It was luck. I went by the place, some fool of a cashier left the window open. It was lying there. I went in and... Luck.
But why?
Well, I'll tell you why, because I'm sick of all this. Sick of that stinking shop taking their dirty tuppences, earning a few miserable quid a week and no hope of making any more.
But Will, we was proud and happy when we come here. When we was just married.
Oh, it was new then. The paint was fresh. Everything sparkled. It's dirty now. The stink of that rotten street comes in day after day, stronger and stronger. I know how you've had to slave to make ends meet, all the time keeping yourself and Letty looking smart so I'd be proud.
Oh, Will, you didn't do it for me, did you?
I did it for all of us, to get away out of here, somewhere decent. There's a shop over where Dora and Jim live. I could start up there for 100 quid. Maybe we get out of the country altogether, somewhere fresh. At least we're out of this rat trap. We're free.
No, Will. We're not free. That's just it. You've got to listen to me now for a minute. You don't know how I felt those last weeks before Letty was born. Long days, every step an effort. And everything I did seemed weary and burdensome. But afterwards, when I got up again, it was like a miracle. I was light and free. I was a girl again. Every woman feels like that when she's had a baby, Will. Makes her vain. Feel you want to go out and wear pretty clothes and be admired. Feel like to say to people, look at me. I've been heavy and shapeless for months, but now I'm as lovely as any of you.
You're always lovely, kid.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Will. I had to have clothes to go out. I tried to keep up with Dora. I got into debt. I got things at Pillager's. He said it would be all right, and Dora said no one ever pays for dresses straight away. I paid what I could, but it's mounted up. I owe Pillager £74, Will. I've been worrying myself to death for months thinking about it. He asked me for the money again today.
Pillager?
Yes?
I'm Inspector Carr. I have an inquiry to make.
Yes?
The day before yesterday, you deposited a considerable number of £1 notes in your bank.
I do that every day.
You happen to know where they came from?
From my customers, of course.
Among the notes were 70 new ones, numbered in series.
Numbered? How?
Consecutively. We've reason to believe they form part of those stolen from Glennett's mill.
Well?
This is a serious matter, Mr. Pillager.
Oh, I agree.
Can you offer any explanation as to how they came into your hands?
Would you stop talking to me as if I were a thief? It's most humiliating.
Mr. Pillager, we want to know how you got those notes.
That's barking, Inspector. Real music.
You don't happen to remember which customer paid you in new notes?
No. You see, I have a lot of credit accounts. Customers come in and pay £1 here and a few shillings there, and I send it all together to the bank every few days.
In other words, the thief came down Kempner Street and passed off 1 note each on 70 of your customers, all of whom used them to pay an installment to you.
That's good. That's rich.
Too good to be true. You realize you're putting yourself into a dangerous situation?
In what way?
The law has a prejudice against receivers of stolen property.
What's that? You accused me of receiving?
I'm not accusing you, I'm warning you. We'll be coming back, Mr. Pillager.
I wish I could help you. I'll make discreet inquiries.
Thanks, we'll make the inquiries.
Who did?
Here, what's all this whispering? Here, what did she say to me? What did she say? What did she say?
next, Jenkins?
Right, no option, Sergeant.
Well, take her down to the cell, let her cool off. Tell the matron to give her a cup of tea.
Come on, Lizzie.
It's only old Lizzie.
Wilson, you don't catch criminals by theorizing. You catch them by rule of thumb. This button's a good clue, but we want a lot more yet. Now, Sergeant.
We checked up on all the crooks in town, sir, but there don't seem to be any of them.
It doesn't look like an inside job either, so we've come to a full stop.
What is it, Major?
I found these on Lizzie Crane, sir. 3 of them.
Right. Let's have a look. Bring in the constable who arrested her.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of money for a woman of her class.
You got a theory, Abe? No doubt they came from Glennett's Mill.
But they're new notes, sir. They've never been handled. The notes stolen from Glennett's Mill were new ones, too.
Wilson, there are thousands of new notes issued every day. There are as many new notes in circulation as there are buttons.
Jenkins, sir.
What do you know, Jenkins?
Only that the prisoner was drunk and disorderly, sir. As she was creating a disturbance, I took her into custody.
All right, then. Sit down, Lizzie. 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 Lizzie! Look! How'd you get them?
I don't want your money. You let me go home.
Who gave you that money?
You did.
Come now, Lizzie, tell the truth.
I'm a poor woman all alone in the world. It's an insult.
Wilson, see if you can make anything of her.
Before you got drunk, where were you?
I don't know. I want to go home.
Where do you live?
Oh, you go up road, walk past the gate with the boys painted up the words.
Well, what word?
You know.
All right, take her away.
Come on, Lizzie.
Don't you think we ought to keep her here for the night, sir?
We can pick her up at any time. Wilson.
Yes, sir?
I want you on special duty in Kempner Street. I want Pillager watched. I've left him alone long enough to make him feel comfortable. Now I should say he's due to make a move.
All right, sir.
Lizzie, what did you say to me before the cops knocked you off, huh? What did you mean Mrs. Cobling's got the money?
That's what she told Andy Pillager. I heard her tell him. He gave me some money, too.
Who did?
Will Cobley. He come up to me and he says, there's some money for you. He says, you keep quiet about my wife, see?
So Copling gave you the money, hmm?
You have some, Jimsy.
I wouldn't touch it. That's hot money. Too hot for me to handle.
Just take him pride.
Take pride. Here, give me one. Now, look, Lizzie. Don't you let the cat out of the bag, see? About how you got that money. Because your life won't be worth living around here. Understand?
Yes.
You keep quiet. Understand that?
Yes, Jimsy.
All right. Don't forget. Good night, Lizzie.
Good night. Keep quiet.
Will.
Oh, what's the matter?
Pillager's been here. He wants £10.
What for?
He says the police have been bothering him. He says he can make it all right, but it'll cost him money.
Blackmail, eh? I'll fix that.
Oh.
Ah, good evening, Mr.
What are you prowling around?
Good evening, Mr. Cobling.
He's outside there, prowling up and down. How many times has he been here? How many times?
Only twice. Perhaps this is the end. Perhaps he won't come again now that he knows you know.
No, he's waiting his chance to get the screws on us, get us under his thumb. There's a policeman outside there watching. Pillager's watching. I can't stand it.
Hush.
He thinks he can go on for years like that, bleeding us.
No, don't. Don't do anything to put him against us. He's too dangerous. He knows a lot. We've got to think of Letty.
I wish I'd never done it, kid.
Anything to report, Wilson?
No, sir. Pillager hasn't made a move for days.
Got to be patient, Wilson.
Yes, sir.
I've laid your supper, sir. Mrs. Cobling's just gone over to her sister's for a while. She won't be long on account of the baby.
All right. Good night, Mary.
Good night, Mr. Cobling.
I've taken a great risk coming here, Mr. Cobbling. There's something we must settle without delay. That money your wife gave me was stolen from Glenwick's mill. I've never touched stolen money before. I've never been in trouble with the police. I'm careful of my reputation. I'm not a thief. Be careful, Mr. Cobbling. The police are outside. You've been a lot of trouble to me. It's very tiresome, degrading, and worrying. I want some compensation, and you can take your choice.
What choice?
Either I tell the police who gave me the money, or you pay me to keep silent.
Yes, you're a bit too smart, Mr. Pillager. You daren't open your mouth. You're in this as well as me. The receiver's worse than the thief. If I go to prison, you go with me.
No, no. By no means. I took that money quite innocently. I didn't know it was stolen. Nobody can believe that of me. I've been in business in this city many years. I'm respected here. The police can't do anything to me. I can keep silent or tell them just as I please. Or just as you please.
How much?
You're a very nice little business here. Quite thriving. You could pay me, say, £3 a week?
I can't do it. I've got a wife and child to keep.
Work harder, economize. The police are coming again tomorrow. You better let me know by then. Good night. Perhaps I better take one of these. The police may wonder why I came here. Good night.
Wilson, get in. But I'm detailed for special duty here, Sergeant. Emergency call. Everyone to the fire. The town's burning up. Come on, hurry. Where you go?
This out now, Pillager. You better listen.
Get out.
Oh, Mr. Pitt, have one.
Don't you know I'm busy with Mr. Copley?
But it's my job. I've got to give him out.
Be off with you. Mr. Copley, where were we?
You're going to take £3 a week from me.
Yes, but that was only to protect you.
You protect me. You threatened me. You said you'd go to the police if I didn't give you the money.
Be quiet, fool. The police are outside.
Oh, no, they're not. They've all gone to the fire. I saw them go. And you tried to blackmail me, tried to bleed me, same as you do everyone else in the neighborhood, lending poor folks a few shillings and then blood-sucking them for the rest of their lives. And you tried it on me, tried to kid me, and I believed you. Look at you now. You're afraid.
No, don't say that, Mr. Copley.
You're not a man. You sneaked into my house behind my back, frightened my wife, blackmailed her.
Your wife gave me that money. She knew it was stolen. She's in it too, remember? The police would like to know that.
villager. Villager.
Threatening blockade in Kempton Street areas. Hello? Operator. Operator, yeah. 47, Operator. Still engaged.
All loudspeaker vans to order immediate evacuation of Kempton Street area.
Loudspeaker vans to Kempton Street. Order immediate evacuation of the area.
These instructions. Those living in the Kempton Street area evacuate their families and movables. There is no danger if you act at once. Keep calm. Take all your portable valuables and bedding. Leave your houses. Go to Westward Mission Hall, where you will be quartered for the night. There is no danger if you act at once. Keep calm. There is no danger if you act at once. Listen to these instructions. Those living in the Kempner Street area evacuate their families and movables. There is no danger if you act at once. Keep calm.
Haven't had much sleep, dear, have you?
I've been dreaming about the fire.
Come on, Letty. Up into bed with your ma. Come on. Oops, Daisy.
Come on.
There you are.
Come on. Oh. There. I'll be down in a minute. You poor. Oh.
Morning, Gov. Sorry I'm late.
I suppose you was at the fire all night.
Bet your life, Gov. I was there till 4 this morning.
Yes, well, you'll be tired at the end of the day. That's how I feel. Too tired to talk.
Good morning, Will.
Morning.
I think I'll have a shave, please. By gum, what a night, eh? £1 million worth of damage. 124 people injured. I reckon them firemen did wonders.
Mr. Cobling, have you seen Mr. Pillager? I've been ringing for a quarter of an hour. I thought perhaps he might have come in here for a shave.
Never comes in here for a shave, Miss Binns.
You'd better go and give him another ring. I expect he were out at fire all night, same as rest of us.
Wasn't it dreadful? What a mercy the wind didn't blow it this way.
Yes, sir, Kepner Street and everything in it would have been burnt to a cinder.
Yes. Well, perhaps Mr. Pillager's awake by now. Thank you, Mr. Cobling.
I can't stomach Pillager. He gives me a belch.
There's a crowd outside Pillager's. Well, what's the matter?
Oh, Miss Binns was here just now saying she couldn't get an answer.
Finished?
Yes, Inspector.
Take the body down to the mortuary. Well, Wilson, robbery wasn't the motive this time.
No, sir.
Governor, Pillager's been murdered. Get out!
I wonder who did he know, Pillager?
Yes, I wonder.
He's been asking for it a long time.
He was nothing but an old vampire, nothing more nor less.
That's right. I borrowed 10 shillings from him a year ago, and I'm still paying it back. At least I was.
Well, whoever he is, good luck to him, I say.
Pillager's no loss. But what I says is, murder is murder.
Chin up, please.
You can't have murderers going round us, or else no one would be safe. You daren't go out for a pint and leave the wife and kids while that fella's still about.
Don't you worry, sir. The police will get him. Sorry, Gov.
The police? What's the use of them? They just draws their money, the ratepayers' money, my money and yours, Mr. Cobling, and then does nothing. Well, they haven't even found the crook who pinched the money from Glennet's mill. Good night.
Cops. Yeah, here comes Sherlock Holmes.
Catch your murderer, they couldn't catch you cold. Oh, look, they're going to the Coblings.
Since you're a neighbour of Mr. Pillager's, we thought you might be able to help us.
Or if I could have, I'd have come forward.
We're anxious to know if anyone saw Mr. Pillager that evening.
Oh, sorry, I can't help you.
But he came to your saloon, Mr. Cobling.
Yes, he came and bought a bottle of air tonic.
You didn't see him again afterwards?
No, as soon as I finished, I went to the fire.
What time was that, Mr. Cobling?
About 8.
You didn't happen to see anything unusual?
Any suspicious character hanging around when you went past his shop?
No, I didn't go past his shop. I went the other way.
Can you remember which turning you took to get to the fire?
Down Brook Street.
Are you quite certain of that?
Was Pillager a friend of yours, Mr. Cobling?
No, wasn't even a customer.
But he bought a bottle of hair lotion.
What's all this? A cross-examination? Where did I go? What time? What turning? Did I see anybody? Why don't you find the murderer? Why don't you do that instead of asking me what turning I took? Find out the man who strangled...
Who told you Pillager was strangled?
Everybody knows he was.
Nobody knows except us.
And the man who murdered him?
Well, the papers said so. I read it.
Did the paper say he was strangled last Thursday evening? Because if they did, I'd be pleased if you'd show me them, Copley.
Oh, well,
Oh, what is it?
Just making a few inquiries, Mrs. Copley. We have to check up on everybody who saw Mr. Pillager that night. You didn't happen to see any stranger hanging about?
Oh, no, I went out early. I didn't even see the fire. Will told me about it.
Lucky thing it didn't spread to Kepner Street, Mr. Copley.
Otherwise, we should never have known there'd been a murder.
Good night.
Good night. Well, he slipped up once.
Yes, but we aren't getting much farther.
I wouldn't mind betting Pillager's murder's connected with a robbery at Gannett's Mill. That Cobling's a queer bird.
We started arresting queer birds, we'd taken half the country.
Well, I have a feeling about Cobling.
Juries aren't impressed by constables' feelings, Wilson.
What are they snooping around here for?
The cops have been at Cobling's.
Do you think they got anything on him?
I shouldn't be surprised. I heard Pillager was at Cobling's the night he was done in.
Oh, come to that, he bought a cauliflower off me that night. That's what killed him.
Pillager was at Cobling's, was he?
Yes. Funny fellow, that Cobling.
Can I go, Gov? White Club's holding a speed test.
Well, leave me to clear up, I suppose.
I've done most of it, Gov, and nobody else won't be coming.
Oh, get out.
Give the shade, Will. What's come over you lately, Will?
Nothing.
Not so well.
I'm fine.
You don't talk like you used.
Talking gets you nowhere.
Business falling off?
Much the same.
Something on your mind, Will?
Can't you hold your tongue? Can't you mind your own business? What are you trying to find out?
Sorry, Will. Didn't mean to be a nosy Parker.
I want to shut the shop.
No, just want to share, that's all.
Your supper's ready.
Kit.
What is it, Will?
We can't go on like this, avoiding each other, afraid even to talk. I've listened outside your room night after night. I've heard you crying in the dark. Don't think I don't know what you've been through.
I knew you was there. I wanted to come out to you, but something stopped me.
That something will always be there, whatever happens.
We've always shared everything, Will. We've got to do that now.
Can't share what I've done.
Yes. It was my fault, too. Maybe nothing will happen. Police haven't been here again. It was only a routine call. They questioned hundreds of people.
They're watching me still. Been watching me for weeks. The old town's watching with them. You must go away, Kit.
I'm going to stay here with you.
No, you mustn't think of me. We must think of Letty. You must go.
Mrs. Cobling's left her husband.
No, what?
Got all her luggage with us, more than this than meets the eye.
The police were there the other week, questioned him for hours.
You don't never think what?
He'd done
what?
it, of course.
I shouldn't be at all surprised. Funny way he's been going on, swanking about so free and easy.
It's disgraceful, and knocking off a nice, respectable old man like Pillager.
Yes.
I hadn't anyone to come to but you, Dora.
Oh, who else should you come to, Kit?
Had to come away. Will made me. You know what they're saying about you.
Is it true? Oh, no. Oh, what are we going to do, Kit?
There's nothing to do, Dora. Good night, dear.
Good night, Kit.
What is it, Dora? What's Kit doing here?
They left Will. They had to.
Whatever for?
Listen, Jim. It was Will who killed Pillager.
Will Copeland did that? What for?
He was blackmailing them. They owed him money. Oh, Jim, I feel I'm to blame a bit. You remember when she used to come over here so often and we used to go out together? Well, she ran up bills.
There's no harm in that.
No, not for me, but for her.
How?
Because she couldn't afford to, can't you see? We had the money to do all sorts of things with, but they hadn't. Oh, that's what started the whole trouble.
But I know it's Copeland, sir. I got a hunch about it. I know I'm right.
Do you think that's enough evidence for a jury?
Well, will you just give me 2 or 3 men to follow him about? To shadow him in such a way that he'll know he's being watched. Copeland isn't an ordinary criminal. He won't be able to stand it for long. He'll break down.
You've been reading too many detective stories, Wilson.
Well, sir, to show you how I feel about this, if you let me try my plan and you don't get Copeland within 2 weeks, I'll go back on the beat.
All right, Wilson.
Thank you, sir.
You can mind the shop in case there's a customer.
Right, Chalkoff.
All right, Bert, you can read your book. I don't suppose there will be. Can you come round to my place and do a bit of cleaning for me?
All right.
Thank you.
When is Mrs. Copeland coming back from her holiday, Mr. Copeland?
Not just yet.
Must be lonely for you here without her. Not much to occupy yourself. You haven't had many customers lately, have you? Have you, Mr. Copeland?
Always slack this time of year.
Shocking affair that over in Pillagers, Mr. Copeland.
Bad bit of business.
A lady friend of mine at the pub says they know who did it.
That's so?
They say it was someone who owed Andy Pillager a lot of money.
Yes, I heard that too.
Why don't they get him? Well, he's getting on people's nerves. Why don't they up and arrest him?
Because they can't, that's why. They can't arrest a man unless they've got evidence against him. In the eyes of the law, everyone's innocent until he's proved guilty, see? In this case, the police haven't got no evidence. They can't arrest him. They suspect somebody. They follow him about night and day. Watch him wherever he goes, but they can't arrest him. Nobody saw him go to Pillagers. Nobody heard anything when he was there. Nobody saw him leave.
They know who done it. Why don't they put him on trial and find out that way?
Well, I told you, the law don't work that way. They can't arrest an innocent man unless they've got proof.
Innocent, I like that. They know he done it. He ought to swing for it.
They've got to prove he did it first, and they never will. They can't. They're safe, I tell you. They can't touch him.
Bridget! Oh, Lord, it's the wonder I'm alive.
Give her a drink, quick.
What is it? He's got a gun.
Who's
who?
Who?
And me. Me there alone in the house with him.
With who, Bridget? Who was it?
With Cobling the murderer.
Cobling, blimey. I always said he was a funny one.
And what do you think the doctor said? I'll tell you. Here, Cobling done in old Pillager. Oh, I don't believe it. He did. I've just heard it.
What, Cobling the barber?
Murdered old Pillager.
So it was Copeland did it, eh?
I don't believe it.
Oh, yes, he did it.
I don't believe it.
He did.
Pillager. They say he done him in.
Who did?
Copeland. I always knew they'd kind of cropper. What an extravagance.
Can I have my week's money, Gov?
Why, it ain't payday?
I'm not coming in tomorrow, Gov. My mother says I mustn't work for you anymore. Sorry, Gov.
Where is he?
I don't know. There was nobody there when I opened the door.
I gotta go to him. He needs me. I ought never to have left, never to have listened.
Oh, no, dear, no, Will was right. You could never have stayed there.
Now, Dora, you don't understand. I love Will. It's different with you and Jimmy. He's successful and always smiling. You love him because he's fun and makes life pleasant. But it's not like that with Will and me. It's a kind of torture and happiness both together. It's something I can't do without. Something I don't want to do without.
Oh, no, dear, no, you mustn't talk like that.
I can't help it, Dora. I think of him all the time, wondering what he'll do. He's got so many faults, so many weaknesses, but that's why I love him. He needs me, Dora. And I want him. I got to see him.
Well, maybe you will, dear. These rumours will all die down. I've been talking to Jim about it, and he wants to help you both go away together. Start all over again.
No, it's Nell that he needs me when everyone's against him. I'm going, Dora.
Letty wants you, kid. Poor kid's crying. I can't do anything with her. Better go up.
Thursday, Cobling made no move from shop. No customers. Late at night, observed staring from window into street. Friday?
Yes, it's all very thorough and scientific, Wilson, but it gets us nowhere. It's not evidence. We haven't a single witness who saw him at Pillagers that night. We can't force Cobling to talk. And here's every newspaper in the country hounding us. Another unsolved murder mystery. Police still baffled. There's the whole town up in arms screaming, why don't we arrest him?
Well, we will, sir, if you'll just give me a little more time. These aren't just dry facts to me. They're a history of suffering. And suffering can only be borne up to a certain point. It isn't possible for him to go on living as he is, alone, shunned by everyone, and not break down. He'll make a mistake. Tell someone.
Wilson, I know you've a reputation to make on this case. I want to lose on it. That's why I can't wait. We're going to make that someone come to us. We're going to offer a reward.
But isn't that a confession of failure on our part, sir?
I'm looking to the end. I'm not worrying about the means.
Who did it? Everybody in Kempner Street knows who did it. Who knows? The police know. Well, why are they arresting them? It's a dance to the cops, so as they can share the money. Now, listen to me, all of you. I've got something to say. We've got a watch committee in this town. We've got a police commissioner, too. They're living on us. We pay them to protect us, so as we can sleep in our beds without being murdered. What's the use of the police? For weeks now, there's been a murderer loose in this town. Everyone knows him. We all know him. Except the police. We know all right. If the police want to know, sure, we'll let them know, murdered pillager. We'll show the police.
My bills away. I went to Andy Pillager's shop. Will Cobling was there. I saw him.
Why, that's what they want to know, Liz. Ever since the night of the murder, if somebody saw Pillager. That's what's holding up the police. Well, them 200 quid reward is as good as yours.
Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with the money.
Well, nobody does. There's a curse on that money to bring you bad luck. It's blood money.
Oh, you made me frightened.
Oh, it doesn't be a fright.
I'm gonna scream. Shut up!
Truth, 200 quid and you want to scream.
Oh, Nick's wages.
Listen. I've got to think this over, see? I'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
No, blood money, go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119,
Jimsy Jones, eh?
That's right, Governor.
Bit late, aren't you? What do you want?
Haircut inside.
So you're still giving me a custom, eh?
Oh, I don't pay no attention to what people assign.
What about?
Murder.
You ever seen a murderer, Jimsy?
Yeah, I was 2 years on a Yankee clipper, and the guy went crazy and ripped the guts out of the mate with a blubber knife. Well, I've seen plenty.
You got 2 crowns on your head. Sign of inquisitiveness. Nosy Parker.
Me? Nosy?
It's a kind of kink might get you into trouble. 2 crowns on a fellow's head means he's poking his nose into other people's business. If I were you, I'd be careful. Why did you come here?
I wanted a haircut and shave. Honest, Gov.
When did you shave last?
Wednesday.
Ever had a shampoo?
No.
Or a hot towel?
No.
Or a singe?
No.
Face massage?
No.
Well, you're going to have it now. We're going to celebrate. You're going to be famous. Cobling's last customer. Famous, do you hear? Sit still. I'm going to make you look pretty.
You're a funny chap, Governor. But I like your sense of humor.
Come on, break it down. Get out of hue and cry.
Jimsy, I'm done. You're a good fella, Jimsy. You'll help a pal. You've got to hide me. Find me a place, Jimsy, till I can get away.
But there's no place round here. Tell you that finds you out that the landlady inspects the rooms every day. She's got a duplicate key.
I've got to have a place, Jimsy.
Well, there's an attic upstairs.
That'll do. Come on, quick.
If I get caught, it'll mean 6 years for me.
Jimsy!
There's the housekeeper. Now, you stay there. So what do you want to come here for?
Thanks, Jimsy.
Any sign of him, Wilson? Not yet, sir. But if he thinks he's going to make a ship, he's on a loser. I have a man at the foot of every gangway.
All right, Wilson. But I think somebody will be turning up for that reward pretty soon.
Just going to give the landing a wash down.
Me, Jimsy. Good old Jimsy. You're the best little pal in the world. Yeah, that's all right for you to say that. All you've got to do is to sit on your backside while I have to take all the risks.
You wait, Jimsy. I'll be out of here in a couple of days. Then when I'm abroad, you can bring out the wife and kid. We'll start up a little business together.
What-o?
Well, you've got to look on the bright side, Jimsy.
There ain't a bright side. The police are offering 200 quid for you. They've been searching all around this neighborhood.
Shut up, will you? Shut up.
Well, look, here's the piper. Read for yourself.
Now, look here, Jimsy. What about the boats? What about offering a sailor 20 quid for his papers, me taking his job, any sailor jump at 20 quid?
Not with 200 quid going about.
Jimsy, look here. You've got to go to my wife. Tell her where I am. Explain things to her, see?
But I couldn't get to her with all the police surrounding, waiting for you to come out.
You do as I say.
Okay. I'll do my best. And look, I brought you these tongs, see? There. Gotta go now. I'll get you your ship.
What is it?
I got some information about Kobling.
After the dibs like all the rest, eh? Come on. Another one with information, sir. Makes a 17th today.
What do you know, Jones?
I was walking down Riverside last night and I saw Kobling. And I followed him down to the docks. He was reading the notices outside the shipping offices about seamen wanted to sign on. And
Why didn't you call the police?
There was no one around, Governor.
I had 4 men on duty at the square, sir. 2 at Riverside and 2 outside the shipping offices.
Did they report seeing Kobling?
No.
Go on, Jimsy. You were saying?
I can lead you to where Kobling is and you can knock him off. Tomorrow night at 7:45.
You're certain you'll be there?
Oh, yes.
And you're certain Kobling will be there?
Yes, I reckon you'll be there.
All right, Jimsy. We'll meet you tomorrow night.
That's the stuff, Governor. That means I get the money, Governor?
It's me, Jimmy. I've got some news for you. Arkwright and Wells, the shipping offices, tomorrow at 7:45. See, there's a ship living on the ebb tide. 7:45 tomorrow.
What's the ship?
The Albatross.
Where's she bound for?
After all the trouble I've gone through, Governor.
Where's she bound for?
I don't remember, Governor. I think it's the Argentine, they said. They'll tell you when you get there.
You don't remember? No. Because there ain't a ship sailing on the ebb tide. Arkwright and Wells haven't got one called the Albatross. I know what's going on in this port. See, I've got all the shipping news here. You've got very little choice.
No, there's dead any more, Governor. Come on, shoot. It was 200 quid, Governor.
Oh. You take that money. Do you know what they call a man what takes blood money? A narc. A copper's narc. They'll say that's that dirty little rat that got Cobling hanged.
Governor, I can't stand it anymore, Governor. It was the money. I've never had any money, Governor. That's the truth. But I haven't given you away. They don't know where you are, Governor. I don't want their rotten money. Look, Governor, you've got to trust me now, see? I'll tell your wife that you're safe. I can get you away from here.
You better.
I tell you, Mrs. Cobling is not here. She's away in the country somewhere now. Will you do me a favour? Go away and come again some other time, please. Now come along, will you kindly go?
Listen, Kit, you've got to come away with us. It's quiet down at Jim's training camp. Nobody'll know you there. The girl can bring Letty down afterwards.
How can I go away? What if he was to send a message to me? I'd never forgive myself. Hunted like a beast. It wasn't his fault. It didn't know what he was doing.
Oh, hush, dear, hush.
Perhaps it'll be all right. Perhaps he'll get away and go somewhere where he isn't known, and then later on, Letty and I can go to him and we can start all over again. Oh, Dora. Dora, what will I do if they catch him? I gotta go to him.
You can't, Kid. There's the newspaper men out there. They'd follow you.
Oh, Will. My darling.
Carl, quick. Joe's managed to pacify them for a minute. Come on, Kit, darling. Once we're in the car, we'll soon lose them.
Look, who's coming out of there? Okay, Bill, hold on.
in the hospital. I've got to see her. I've got to get to her to the hospital now. I've got a bell. We can fix it. I'll get you there.
Who's the bloke we got inside? Pal of mine, Seaman. He hurt himself falling down an hatchway. Got to get him to the hospital. Blood poisoning.
Okay. Look at their silly twits. All waiting for the poor devil to come and see his wife.
Listen, I'll do the talking here.
Let's through, Sergeant.
Where you from? What you got on the back?
A couple of coffins. Would you like to take a peek?
All right, go ahead. Side entrance.
So we got a load of coffins, eh?
You mind your own business, see? Look, draw up the side entrance. Nobody'll see us much there. Here's a quid. Now, as soon as we're in, you shove off and go back to your job. See, and keep your mouth shut.
Okay.
You wait here, see? I'll find out where she is. Hey, miss. Which is Mrs. Cobling's room?
Victoria Ward, just round the corner.
Hey, where's your mate?
He works here.
What? Hold this man here. Hold the front entrance. I go to the back. Right, sir. Come on.
She went quite peacefully. There was no pain. We did everything that was possible. She asked us to look after Letty. She said, when you see Will, give him my dear love. It wasn't his fault.
you are, Governor. 2 of each. 4pence. Have, sir. It's tasty. We'll be all right after this, Governor. We'll slip away and I know what.
She's dead, Jimsy.
Well, I don't know what to say about that, Governor. But you know what I'm thinking. But you've got to think about now. Jim will take care of the kid. And I fixed a boat, see? 7 bells to the tick and she's off.
She's dead.
But you can start all over again in South America. Nobody will ask questions there. You've got nothing to worry about. I'm coming too. I want to go back to South America now.
You're a good paddle, Jimsy.
Well, you're the only one that ever took notice of me, Governor. Yes, sir. You have to make a rush, Governor. Come on. Cops. Okay, Governor. I know a way out. Governor, what's the matter?
Jimsy. You take care of these.
What for?
That's for you, Jimsy.
What's up, Governor?
Oh, no, it's no good, Jimsy. That boat ain't no good to me. Now, you get away. Go on, get out of this. Bye, Jimsy.
Governor, come back. Governor, Governor, come back. Don't.
No use, Copeland. If you fire, we'll have to.